I got one tasting note here on sip 3 for you. Might give it away where I'm leaning on this whiskey.
Okay.
Red licorice.
Doesn't give it away to me, but that's because I don't pay attention.
There you have the bourbon van in a nutshell.
A change of scenery, finally.
A little change of scenery. Yeah, the water is not behind us, but it's actually right in front of us, and the wind is still with us because we're on the coast. It's what happens here in the Central California coast. Thank you for joining us on 5 Sip Friday, where we're about to sip a sample from our friends Annie and Chris Norris.
Thanks, guys.
If it's your first time joining us for 5 Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what the heck we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and ultimately it will be revealed. And this is sample 3 from Annie and Chris. Thank you so much for helping us to get 5 Sip Friday rolling this season, and rolling it has. We are, what, 20-some episodes into the year. We're starting to wind it down.
We are starting to wind it down, and I have a few regrets about my guesses over the last few weeks, especially last week when I knew it was a rye and then decided not to. So, like I say every week, I'm going to try to do better today.
Today's the day. I got a good feeling about it. Let's get on to the nose.
Bourbony, oaky, vanilla-y,
Cherry.
cherries.
Yeah, oh boy, I got a distillery stuck in my head already.
Don't do it,
Again,
don't say
I'm
it.
not going to say it out loud, but this just keeps happening to me. It has led me to the right neighborhood several times this year. It's taken me the wrong direction a couple times as well, but I'm ready to sip this thing. What do you think?
I am too. It smells wonderful.
Wonderful.
It smells like it's going to have a nice finish, a good tobacco finish or something.
That's what you're expecting?
I hope so.
That's what you're looking for.
I like that finish.
Let's find it. Let's start the weekend.
Cheers. I got more of that like berries and cream note.
Cherry, bright red cherry there. Wow.
There is, like I said, there is a little bit of a creaminess here. There is a little floral note here. Different than I was expecting this to taste.
But you mentioned bourbon on the nose, and that's where I'm going so far on this sip. I think that it's very sweet, oaky, balanced. Already on the finish, there's a spice here. Makes me think that there's a little bit of proof, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready for sip 2.
Yep. I think that there could be some age here. There's something about the oak presence when I took that sip.
Yeah, the oak it's got a nice character to it. There's a vanilla, maybe a tiny bit of coconut, charred oak all over the place, and it has a hint of bitterness on the finish. Wouldn't be surprised to find out that this is pretty well aged. Sip 3?
Yeah. We're in Northern California. It's always cooler up here.
Yeah.
A little bit foggy.
Yeah.
And it's a little chilly this evening.
It is chilly. It's nice to be around so many sort of large trees. We're missing the palm trees a little bit, but the rig looks really cool back there.
I do think it looks cool.
It looks good in a forest.
You did a good setup.
I got one tasting note here on sip 3 for you. Might give it away where I'm leaning on this whiskey.
Okay.
Red licorice.
Doesn't give it away to me, but that's because I don't pay attention.
There you have the bourbon van in a nutshell. Yeah, delightful whiskey. Sugary, that sip.
I was gonna say that sip almost had, I always say like there's like a bubble gum taste to it.
Pixie stick maybe.
Yeah, but there's something very sweet, very sugary about that sip. Sip 4?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted on sip 3. There is something inherently familiar about this whiskey though.
Absolutely.
Now I'm getting, there was a lot of cherry on that first sip. Now this is why I'm saying it's berries, because there's like a strawberry note in there. It's just a red fruit, like a red fruit cocktail.
This is just what I wanted. Drove for about 6 hours today.
I tried to take some video of us getting here. We're driving the one which we've never done before, Pacific Coast Highway, one of the most beautiful drives.
It's stunning.
Stunning.
Not easy
It's
to drive
tricky.
in that rig right there. It
And
wasn't.
that's small compared to like most people.
Well, and this morning you kicked things off by driving us over the Golden Gate Bridge. That was awesome. Driving in San Francisco with an RV. What a smart idea.
I thought driving through the city was easier than driving down the one.
I don't disagree. And you know what I think? I think we deserve sip number 5.
Yep. I do like this.
Yeah, it's great.
It, to me, hits all the marks. I get a nice oak presence. I get that fruitiness that I like. No real bitter notes. I know we talked about like a bit of a bitter oak there.
But it's that nice, well-aged,
nice.
sweet
Yeah.
oak that has a hint of bitterness. There's a balance there.
Yeah, there's nothing offensive, nothing you'll take a sip and be like, oh, I hate bourbon, or oh, I hate whiskey.
Yeah, if you took
like,
a sip
it's
and
lovely.
if you don't like this, you know, you're not going to like whiskey.
Unless I find out what it is and I don't like that brand, then, you know.
Yeah, shut it down.
I'm going to cut that. I wouldn't do that.
So what do you think this actually is?
So I'm going to go with something that I've never guessed on Five Sip Friday before.
Okay.
To me, this feels like a major distillery, and a major distillery that I like. And so I'm going to go Four Roses.
Yes.
And I'm going to go, it's a single barrel. I'm going to go 100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Not finished. I liked it. It was delicious. What else do you need from me?
Four Roses this year apparently released a bunch of their single barrels with different yeast strains. I don't think we need to get into all of that. The Four Roses single barrel we're familiar with is just their 100 proof, the one you've been finding on the shelf forever. And I think that that's a great guess because Four Roses bourbon, of course.
Yes, bourbon.
And that's such a good whiskey, and I wish that was my guess.
Oh.
I love that guess, I really do, because I'm with you. I think it's a major brand.
Okay.
It's something so familiar. The red licorice note from the very beginning tells me wild turkey. My goodness, that RV over there makes a lot of creaky noise, but it's okay. We're going to get through this together.
That's so funny you said, like, red licorice is going to give it away. And it wasn't until you said wild turkey that I was like, oh, yeah, you do always say. Anyway.
I don't get rare breed from this.
I do not either.
I think I think I'm going to go Russell's single barrel. I think I'm going to go Russell's Reserve, one of their 110 proof single barrels. It's just delightful. I love this whiskey, and every time I have a single barrel of Wild Turkey Russell's Reserve, I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
And this whiskey definitely made me happy. I loved it, and you loved yours?
I did.
Yeah.
And I love both of the guesses, and we could swap them, and I'd still love both of the guesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that your Four Roses guess, as soon as you said it, I was like, ooh, that's a great guess.
Well, we'll see if it was a great guess. It would be nice if I got close this time.
I really think you have this one, and I'm rooting for you.
Man.
I got bubblegum on the nose now, for what that's worth.
Okay. Gosh, we are way underproofing everything lately.
What do you got here?
So this is 117.58 proof.
Okay, yeah, we weren't real close on that.
Not close
110
on that
is what
one.
I said. 100 was what you said.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right because I can't tell if it's an L or a C, but E.J. Curley or Lurley. Lurley doesn't sound right.
I've never heard of either one of those, whatever that is.
Yeah, it is bourbon.
Hey,
so
we got something.
We got that right.
Okay.
It says rumored to be wild turkey. And it's a Binny's store pick. Binny's, of course, our favorite store out of Chicago. 117.58 proof. So technically, we got bourbon. If it was wild turkey, then you freaking got that too.
I wonder how well aged it is, because it does.
Put that back in my pocket.
It tastes very well balanced, very well aged, and very delightful. Great whiskey, great sample, and now that's a new brand for us to look out for. E.J. Curley or E.J. Lurley, whatever it is, let us know if you've tried it, what you think of it. Let us know, are we dead on? Was Julie right? Is it Four Roses? Was I right? Is it wild turkey?
What if it was rumored to be wild turkey, but it could have been Four Roses? Tell us in the comments. We'll find it out too.
Right. We live and die with the comments and the gossip and the might have beens and the woulda, coulda, shoulda beens here at the Bourbon Van. And even though we're sad to be approaching the close of this season, it's not quite over yet. We've had some great samples, and this whiskey is a great example of another great sample from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I wish I had some left to pair with that beer back there, because it's going to be a nice afternoon.
Yeah, it's delicious. Our new barrel pick is available now. Still Austin Cast Strength Rye Whiskey, selected by me. Get yours now at the link below.